Okay, everybody, listen up. You got the great and glorious, soon to be famous one day Nick Dutch back on the camera again one more time. And I'm sure it's given you a great deal of pleasure to see me back on my standard traditional form of talking to you rather than taking some pulped carrot and dehydrating it before your very eyes. So here we go, and this is in response to a particular wonderful YouTube user inquirer who's curious about the subjects of karma. Sent me through a beautiful story, you know the scene. Guy's walking down the road, picks up some money. It turns out to be a large denomination. Okay, so essentially, it was a more beautiful, more complex story than that, yes. But the fact of the matter is, this individual, on the strength of this particular experience, started to believe in karma. Okay, started to believe in karma. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and it might make you feel happy, it might make you feel sad, it might take some clouds and blow them away from your eyes. Or alternatively, it might just make you think, oh my god, I wish this arsehole Nick Dutch would just shut the heck up. Whether you believe something is true, or whether you believe that thing is not true, will not change whatever is true or is not true. So you got to ask yourself how well you are serviced through having that particular point of view. When we're talking about karma, what are we talking about? Is it some kind of law that's put into the universe that operates to balance out the good and the evil and the right and the wrong? Or is it something that fires back to you 3 times? The good, the bad, or the indifferent that you've done to somebody or something else. What precisely do you mean when you say karma? Because the facts, the way I see it, is it's just a word. And I take it to be the cause and effect meaning. I eat healthy food, I get marginally healthier. I eat unhealthy food, I get marginally unhealthier. Okay? You see, cause versus effects. I work hard, I get enough money to pay my bills. I stop working hard, I stop being able to pay my bills. Cause and effect. Work out what you can control and then control it. Work out what you can't control and then don't worry about whether you could control it or not. Now this is something that I myself forget. You know, I forget it once in a while and I get myself too emotionally concerned with things which are slightly, things which I can't control. Okay? We all do that once in a while. But there's no real mystical explanation about the forces in the universe which can change what is actually true. So it's up to us to try and work out what is true and good and useful and right. And then also to have that wonderful gift, the gift of doubt, so that we can perpetually ask questions about the things that we think. Because it's only when we have the power to ask questions about the things that we think do we have the power and the ability to grow, when all loyalty to previous ideas is thrown asunder, so that we can actually start thinking properly as an independent individual. And if we don't know how to think, then we can go onto, let's say, YouTube and search for lots of wonderful videos on the subjects of logical fallacies and use that as a tool to help learn about how to think. And use that to criticize our own thoughts and our own arguments. And that's how we grow and that's how we develop. Because some things are true. But how true? And when are they true? Under what circumstances? Under what conditions? The best proper scientific experiments can only work out what is most likely to be true under specific, controlled circumstances. So if those circumstances change, then what happens? That thing which you held on to, which seemed true, may not hold water. It may not be true. So this is why fluidity is important. This is why free thought is important. And this is why learning what it means to be a free thinker is quite so important. I mean, there is an argument to say that none of us are totally free thinkers, because we're all in a society, in a culture which has certain things that we're allowed to do. I'm not allowed to go shopping, crawling on my knees stark naked down the high street. Okay? Even though it will be an action brought about by freedom of thought, it would be wrong for me to act on that if I did think that. So, we've got to think about what our limits are and what our limits are not. Why they're there. Social norms, culture, the things which drive us. And going through an in-depth, intellectual, creative process. So we can work out who we are, what we are, where we are, why we are, to the best of our ability. But also to have the doubt gift, so that we can doubt that, okay? And perpetually ask questions about ourselves, and then to grow from that point. Karma is not something I would choose to worry about. Right from wrong? Yeah. Cause and effect? Definitely. Keep cool. Don't go crazy. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And if you want to believe in karma, go for it. I ain't gonna stop you.